section. Again, I would like to ask, do we have any person that do not have an activated robot? You can signify by typing on the chat box, "I'm new," so that we can do a brief introduction about RoyalQ and how we earn money using this amazing robot. Do we have any new member here that do not have an activated robot? So yeah, I believe that all of us, we are members and we do have an activated robot. So there'll be no need doing an introduction. Just get straight into today's topic. So I'll be your host for tonight. My name is Joshua. I'm a V2 rank, and I have my co-host here, Leader George, our ever active coach. Will be taking us on today's topic. Please, Leader George, you can take it from here. Thank you.
Okay, good evening. Welcome to today's Zoom. For the population is kind of poor. Today's topic is a topic we have treated before. We decided to treat it again because of our new partners, those that just activated newly. But they are not on this call. So I don't know. I don't know what we are going to do. 14 is so poor for us to treat a topic, the same topic for the second time. So the Russian, I don't know what we're going to do. This is not a new topic. It's like we are repeating a topic, and the people we are repeating it for are not on the Zoom. Or anyone on this Zoom, you don't know how your royalty profits, how it tallies, how the floating loss affects your capital and your finance. Is anyone on this Zoom that don't have that knowledge?
Do we have like any new members here? Like you just joined a week or 2 weeks? Do we have please signify if you are new. I'm talking about 1 week, 2 weeks. Do we have Jetty's downline here? Okay, so this is what we can do. Leader Judge, is either I'll say we should, take we should go on with the topic. Anybody that enter my DM, now I'll just send them the Zoom link, or we can just do question and answer, and we can do this some other time.
Let's do question and answer for today. We might treat the topic on Thursday. I feel some people are not here today because maybe today
is not our Zoom day.
That's what I feel. So let's just do question and answer today. Then we'll not treat the topic on Thursday.
Okay, that's fine. So any questions at all you have, doesn't have to be about the robots, can be anything about cryptocurrency. If you have any concerns, anything at all about cryptocurrency. But yeah, the robot question too can come in, but I'm just saying that you can ask anything also about cryptocurrency. Even when maybe the genesis, if you don't know how it all started, you can ask. So please, let's take questions. People will not ask questions later. You start coming in our DMs now to be asking same thing that you will not ask here. Please unmute yourself and let's take questions.
If you don't want to speak to us, you can. You can also use the
Hi, good
chat.
evening. This is Roland.
You can drop a question on the chat. Good evening. Roland.
Um, although I'm not new, um, I've been here for a couple of months now. I still haven't activated my robot yet because I'm still saving towards that. Um, so I wanna ask, as the bull run is coming, like saying that it will affect those that haven't started yet. So I don't know if I can get some clarification about how the bull run will affect me. If let's say a bull run come before I manage to activate my robot.
Okay.
I'm just knowing that Roland has not activated because I see you here every time. I always see him like here every time, and that's really impressive though. I know I don't think I would ever
Yes,
see
because
you not activated.
I like coming because I love listening to the Zoom and everything. Very interesting. So
You're welcome. Okay, Jojo, please you can carry on.
Okay. So good evening. The proof on why we said it might affect is just I don't know if Bon King is on this group, is on this Zoom. You understand? Why we say it might affect new user if you just like in the case of 2021, some people started RoyalQ around November when Bitcoin had already reached 69. Bitcoin was from 2020, Bitcoin was around $2,000 for one Bitcoin. So from 2020, which was the halving, to 2021, almost October, November, when Bitcoin increased to 69,000. So most people started royalty when Bitcoin was 67, 65,000. And some people that started with $100, after they started trading in November, maybe they made few profits. Then when they enter again another trade, Bitcoin now started going down. So you see from because of their small capital, Bitcoin reduced by almost 65% or 67%. Now their profit, their $100 now, maybe they were using 6 margin calls. So Bitcoin has already dropped, and their robot has bought the 6 margin calls, and their robot is waiting for Bitcoin to increase. So you see a new person coming in by that time that have not made a significant profit and has refused to add more new capital. Before you know, if the bear season sets in, that's the person's $100 might be showing because of the floating loss. So I'm using the same question. I think there's a question on the group the chat. On the chat now, how does floating loss affect one's capital and profit? So someone that is trading with $100 now that started when Bitcoin has increased too much in the bull season. Now it will affect you because once Bitcoin starts dropping, you will now start seeing floating loss. You can see floating loss of minus 30%. Your margin calls that you set will not be able to cover that 30%. So you see, if your floating loss is on minus 30%, 30% of your $100 capital is $30. If you go to your Binance, the worth of USDT there you'll be seeing there is $70. So your $100 have reduced by 70 because of the floating loss. the coin you entered that have reduced in price. So now, as a new person that started in the bull run with small capital, it will affect you because you will not be stranded. We waited all through 2021 to 2022, 2023 January when Bitcoin dropped to 15,000 something. So as a new person, can you wait almost 1 year plus before you start making profits? So that is it. That's why I say it will affect you if you don't start early and ride with the bull run. If you meet us at the top and the coin starts going down, you will need to add more money to cover. If Bitcoin will retrace all through the 1 year, the bear season with minus 70%, you should be able to have margin calls that will cover minus 70%. You understand? So that is how it will affect. Now, the question on the group, you said the floating loss affects one's capital. Yes, once your floating loss, you are seeing minus so floating loss. It tests on your capital in your Binance. That minus floating loss is the amount of USDT that will be reducing in your Binance, in the what. The what. That's why we said if you have a running trade, you don't need to go to Binance to check for your capital. Because if your running trade is on floating loss, definitely the capital will reduce. Now, if your trade is on floating profits, definitely your capital will increase. But floating is not real. It's until the robot sells in floating profits and make profits. That is when your capital stays in USDT. You see your capital and you see your profit. It's nothing like reducing because your robot is not trading for you again. So, Roland, I don't know if I'm being able to answer your question.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. But I know honestly, I have like $180 in my Binance. So I thought they said the starting point is $240. Last time I saw some message on the group that you can start with 180. Start with 180, activate your report and still have some small capital to trade. So I want to ask, please can I start with that?
You said? I didn't get that question. No.
He said he has 180 and he's trying to ask
180.
if he can start with that.
Yes, you can start with 180. Hello,
So this
can
is
you hear
what
me? Hello, is the person still online?
Yes, please.
And you register with 120, then you will send you send total of 130 to your robot account. So that once you activate with 120, $10 for gas fees will be left. Then the remaining $50 will be in your Binance. You understand?
Okay. Yes,
The remaining
please.
$50 will be in your Binance. Then you can start trading with 50. But have it in mind that you have to increase your capital
Okay.
later.
Yeah, over time you have to increase your capital, but I would advise that you can actually start now because the market is down right now. So this is even actually the best time to start. But please don't be comfortable with that capital. You make sure that you increase it later.
Okay. Thanks.
You can, I don't know who invited you, but you can tell the person to refer you. I mean, like after
I,
you register.
I invite
What?
who invited me here is Mr. Obio. Yeah, Mr. Obio.
Okay,
Do you know what
Obio.
abstracted himself? Yes,
Okay,
please.
Rich, Obio. I think Obio is on this call. Obio, you can also reach me or leader George to give him a settings for $50. All right. So we have another question on the chat box. Good evening, my able leaders. Good evening. All my question is the coin I have traded in RoyalQ that have left over of my profit. There was Zoom meeting, you describe it as footprint. How do I recover them? You go to your Binance. It's in your Binance, you see them. So for example, if you maybe trade maybe you traded SHIB slash USDT and he sold, like he sold in your RoyalQ account. If you go to your Binance, we check for SHIB, you see some fractions of USDT on there. So it's in your Binance, you see it and you can convert it. The market is down right now, Sha, so I don't advise you to convert it now. I think maybe if you ask me, I would prefer you wait for the market to go up if you actually want to convert it. Some people don't even convert there, they just leave it there for a while. But yeah, you go to your Binance and you see it there, it's on there. And someone said, please, what's the difference between isolated margin and sub-being real-time settlement? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Isolated margin and sub-being mode real-time settlement is the same thing. I think on iPhone, yeah, is it on iPhone or on Android? It shows on your strategy when you are seeing your running trade, it just shows you isolated. That's the thing. But I think they've changed it after the update. But yeah, it's the same thing anyways. Please, if you have more question, please put it on chat box or mute yourself to and ask your question, please. Do you have questions? You can put your question on the chat box if you don't want to speak to us. Okay, so we don't have more question. The judge. So Roland, just message OBO and it's going to put you through.
Okay.
Do we have any other questions? People are not asking questions now. Once this room ends now, you will run. Leader George.
I can hear you.
Okay, do you think we can just do briefly on I don't know, the said topic?
Do we have new partners now?
No, we don't have new partner like this. The actual topic we want to do. I don't know. I think I see like few new people here. Or we can just round up anyways, and Thursday is almost here. Thursday
But
will-
I already introduced the topic in the last because someone already answered the question that is related to the topic when I was explaining how floating loss can affect one's data. So that some people might say, okay, let me just give instance. Someone said I started with $200, but the person has two trades, 100, two trades running. And the robot has made profit of $36. Normally, your capital is 200 and your robot has made you $36. What you should be seeing is 236. Okay? What you should be seeing is 236. But because of when the person now went to finance, the person is now seeing 185. The person was not seeing, is this business he does not understand. His capital is 200. He has made profit of 36. How come now if he goes to finance, he's seeing 185? Where is his profit? Where is his capital? And that's how we always say, as far your robot is creating for you, you don't have to go to finance to check for your capital. It's just like if I give you money, take this 1 million to go and do a business with this 1 million. Maybe you take this 1 million and start up a provision store. I give you today, and you have gone to market to buy goods that you want to sell. The next day, I will not come and open your bank account and say, the 1 million I gave you to do business, why is it remaining 200,000? Is it normal? Won't you look at me and say, is this person okay? You gave me money to do a business, and I have gone to buy the goods that I'm selling. How are you coming to check my capital now? You don't give the robots money to trade for you. You don't instruct the robots to use your capital to trade, and you now go back to still look for that capital. Now, I told the person, check your trade. How many trades is on? 2. What is the total of your floating loss? If you calculate the 2 floating loss of the 2 trades, then if you add it to 180, it will give the person that $236. Meaning is that out of that 180, I want that 185, the 36 profit is there. The person's capital has reduced by that 185 minus 36. If the robot has not made any profit, what the person will be seeing is 185 minus 36. I don't know. Can anybody press it for us? 185 minus 36.
One 49.
149.
So the
149.
capital now is now 149. What is why you are seeing your money at 185 is because of that 36 profit the robot has made for you. What has reduced your capital from 200 to 146 is the trade the robot is ongoing that is having floating loss. So you see, that money you are seeing in your Binance, your capital is there. Why it's reduced is because of your robot still trading in fund, and that coin is on floating loss. If you observe, once that coin enters floating profits, go back to your Binance and you see that your money will be coming up. As the coin is coming up in floating, your money too will be coming up. So that is what the knowledge some people do not have then. They will start saying this business is rubbish. How will I invest 200? My robot has made $36 and I'm seeing 185. They forgot that their robot is still trading. If you want to see your capital and your profits, put your trades on one shot. Wait, be patient. Let the robot sells and stop trading. Now you can go and check your worth in Binance in your exchange and you see your profits. So that is it. I don't know if anyone has any question.
Yeah, there's a question in the chat box. Someone said, what's the best settings to make profits during this season?
You said?
What's the best settings to make more profits during this season?
What is the best settings?
To make more profits during this season.
Okay, because of immediately after the Bitcoin halving, now we'll be switching to the boost season settings. At least the Bitcoin halving starts now. You know that there will not be much drop for now. After the Bitcoin halving, after April, May, June, July, we should be seeing upward movement. So the best settings for there is for you to, well, after the halving, we'll start putting more money in instead of using maybe 30% of your capital, you can use 40 or 50. You just increase your first buy amount. So that is just what we change. We increase our first buy amount, then reduce our margin cost once after halving. Because I don't know, Asha, can you share a picture I've sent to you?
When was that picture?
And check your chat. Just share
Okay.
it for me.
Okay, for me, I think I would say right now we are still in the pre-bull run. So I think it's best to cover at least 30 to 40% drop right now until we cross over to
Share the picture.
okay. So I should put it on the chat box or I should share my screen.
Just share your screen so they will see that picture.
All right, that's fine. So yeah, just cover at least a 30 to 40% drop. When we move to the official bull season, then
So are they seeing it?
Leader Judge, can you see my screen?
Okay. So you can see the screen. We are in 2024 now, and the light, you can see 2022, 2020, 2020. You can see 2020 before the halving set. There was in the pre-proven stage, Bitcoin dropped a little before the before Bitcoin halving. Then after Bitcoin halving, it started moving up. So for now, before the Bitcoin halving, if you are trading, always use margin calls for now. Maintain the settings for now until after the Bitcoin halving. Then you can now pump in like 40% of your capital for a trade. If your trade is 200, you can now pump in 40% of the capital into your first buy amount. Then while you keep 60 for margin calls, or you pump in 50% while you keep 50% for margin calls, or you pump in 60%. If you notice that the coin you are trading is not going down, it's just the robot is just buying and selling your first buy. You pump in 60%, you keep 40 for margin calls as we write the bull run. So that is the best way you can make profits in the bull run. So is there any, Lidosha, I don't know if you have anything to say.
So I think there's something I would like to add for people that are just beginning. So we trade in spot on RoyalQ, not futures. So there are different kind of trading. There are different kind of crypto trading. There's spots, there's futures, there's binary. Now for spot trading, which that is what the robot trades for us. The robot trades on spot. It's not like futures that you predict, what the future is, going to say. For example, if you are trading future, you have to predict whether the coin is going to go up, or you have to predict if the coin is going to go down. For me, I don't know. I don't like losing money. I cannot call it gambling because nobody really controls the market. So if you predict that, Bitcoin is going to go up, probably you are trading Bitcoin and you're saying, oh, okay, Bitcoin is going to go up and Bitcoin goes down, then you lose all your money. That's where you hear people get liquidated and people losing all their money. But in sport is different from that. The idea about sport is, yes, the value of that coin will decrease, but the quantity stays the same. If you go to the market and you buy 5 bags of rice, you're buying 5 bags of rice. Even though the price of that bag of rice reduces, nobody's going to take that 5 bags of rice, which is the quantity you bought. Nobody's going to take it away from you. It's still 5, but it's just that the value has reduced, meaning the price has reduced. So until you sell that your bag of rice at that current price. So for example, if you buy a bag of rice 50K, that's 50,000 naira, and you realize that after buying the bag of rice 50,000 naira, the bag of rice is now 40,000 naira. If you decide that you want to sell that your bag of rice at the current price, which is 40,000 naira, you will lose. That's normal. It's you that decide that you want to sell that bag of rice at the current price, which is 40,000 naira, and you bought that bag of rice 50,000 naira. You will definitely lose money. So the robot will never sell at a loss. So when I hear people say, oh, I lost money, you sold your funds at a loss. So you decide that, okay, this is my bag of rice. I'm not selling it, until it increases in price before I will sell. But, before I'm going to, before it increases in price and I'll sell this bag of rice, you know what? I'm going to go and look for more capital and buy at a cheaper price and continue my business. You're going to look for more capital, buy at a cheaper price, continue doing your business. Don't sell that particular ones you bought for 50,000 naira at 40,000. It's going to still be there for you, but you're going to go to the market, buy the new ones at cheaper prices and continue and wait until when that one you bought for 40,000 increase to 50,000 and maybe 51,000, then you can sell at $51,000. But there's nothing like, oh, I've lost money, and there's nothing like going to check your Binance. It is not going to tally, because reading me this, when coins are pumping, you are making money. You don't question that, oh, why am I making money when this coin is pumping? But when the coin decides to be going down and you go check your Binance and it doesn't tally and you notice that my money is going down, that's when you start to question it. It's simple physics now. When it's going up, you are making profit. When it's going down, it's definitely going to reduce too. So all you need to do is just basically just wait it out. That's the thing. Cryptocurrency definitely do what it does. It's going to go down and it's going to go up. There's nothing you can do about it. Your feelings, it doesn't care about your feelings one bit. It doesn't care about your feelings at all. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. After going down, it's going to go up. So you see that particular coin that you are seeing maybe a return rate of minus 20%, 30%, it's still going to go up. You can wake up tomorrow morning and see that that coin has pumped like 50%. That's how it is. And that's, we have a function of the robot where you can make money in the deep as long as you are able to cover a good amount of position drop. That's why I will tell you, trade with margin calls. Me, I don't advocate for hit and run at all, because I know how a terrible hit and run can be. As long as you're able to cover a good amount of position drop, even if you are seeing minus 20%, 30%, as long as you cover a good amount of position drop, you'll still be earning money in the deep while waiting for that coin to go back up and sell. So yeah, we trade on spot. You do not lose money. The robot will never sell at a loss for you. Never. If you like, be on that trade for 1 year. It is never going to sell at a loss at all. So there's nothing to be scared about. I know most of us, we are new. We are still trying to understand this crypto thing. You need the knowledge, you need patience. In fact, patience, you need a lot of patience in this cryptocurrency space. We're not doing Ponzi here. Anywhere you are making money is real business. Anywhere that you are making money, you have to take it very seriously. So yeah. So that's in regarding to the last Zoom. One of the leader mentioned how he was able to grow profits with a little capital. Yes, I don't know. I think that's leader Tom Dio. He was able to do that. He started with $100 capital and he has grown it to 1,000. But do you have that patience? I remember far back as whether it was 5 or 6 months ago, Leader Tom Dio was always posting cents. When he's posting his profits, it's usually cents. And those cents usually add up like every day. I know a lot of people, if they see that cent, they'll be discouraged. They'll be like, cents. I've seen a lot of, I've had a downline, that was making profit of around $10, $15. But he decided that it's not enough, and he abandoned the business. So can you grow it? Can you grow your funds? Do you have that kind of patience? Do you have that kind of patience to grow your funds? Because that I remember him vividly well on the group. It was making sense. And he kept compounding. So yeah, it happens. Is a big testimony. He's still doing it. He's still going at it. He's still growing his funds. So yeah, that's the thing. Will you be happy seeing cents every day? But remember that those cents, they add up to be something big. Who would have thought that his cents that he was posting like every other day, you'll be able to make, a total of over $1,000. Also, even in team building, he has made a total of over $1,000. He was very, very determined. I tell him a lot that, I don't know, but I admire him so much, to be honest. I tell him every time. He saw the opportunity, and he was not going anywhere. He wasn't going to leave it at all. So yeah, networking, he's doing great at it, and also trading, he's doing great at it. So yeah, you can do anything. Trust me, you can do anything. We have had people too that didn't have trading capital. They refer to get their trading capital, and the amount they have made is massive. You can, whatever you want to earn in RoyalQ, you can actually earn it, but you have to put in work. There's no limit to what you can earn here. You can earn so much. We have a V6 leader that has earned over ₦1 billion. So there's nothing you put your mind to that you won't do. You keep asking questions, watching YouTube video, attending Zoom. Trust me, you'll be very unstoppable. Yeah, so do we have any other question before we round up? Don't let your $100 or your small cap, let me not say $100. Don't let your small capital limit you. Trust me. You people, some of you have small capital or limited. Let me say limited. Some of you have limited capital. Some people, they didn't have any capital when they started with RoyalQ. They had, if you were on our last Zoom, yeah, a lot of people did not have any capital at all when they started. And some of you have like, small ones. A lot of people did not have any at all. So don't let small capital limit you at all. There are ways you can earn from RoyalQ. There are ways you can earn. So don't limit yourself. Don't say, I cannot talk to anybody. If you're enjoying the business, I see no reason why you cannot talk to anybody about the business that you're enjoying. I'm enjoying the business, and I'll continue to pray for my upline. There's no, I can't say my story on RoyalQ without my upline. It's not possible. My upline will always be a part of my story, because I'm thankful for, for him introducing me to this business. Of course, it has not been easy, but I'm still definitely thankful for, him telling me about this business. So there are people you too, you can tell about it, and they will forever be grateful that you showed them. Of course, there are some people that will still hate you for introducing them to the business, the lazy ones. I've seen, some people like that too. No matter what you do for them, no matter how you teach them, it's not going to just work. But just focus on the people that will forever be thankful. The leader that came last week, when he was saying his story, talked about his upline too. He was grateful for his upline. Upline will ever be in his story. Leader George too, when he's talking about his success story in RoyalQ, his upline will always be there. You cannot take it away. So yeah, there are people that are looking for a very good, genuine business. They have money, but they've not seen a good business. So yeah. But do we have any more questions? We would like to round up this Zoom. Next week we'll take this same topic properly. We'll explain the same topic properly. Cryptocurrency, you need patience. That's the truth. I'm just going to, it's the patient ones that get reward. A lot of people will start 1 year, they are not seeing results. Hardly will you do any business, in 1 year, 2 years that you really see massive results. My 1 year, my second year, my second year, my first year, yeah, I made some profits, but my second year, I didn't make much. I was just, running around, watching videos, attending Zoom. I think it was my third year that I really, really, made something out of it. So most people, they can't wait for 3 to 5 years, Not like my third year was crazy money, but that's when I started seeing. But most people, they can't wait for that long. They'll give up before that time, you know. So, but I'll advise people not to give up, because you see, this year and next year is going to be massive. So you can't even give up. I know the market is market is showing us shaky right now. A lot of people, I don't know whether they think leaders, they are not in the same market. We are in the same market. We said the same trade. Whatever you are going through, we are going through it. The market is showing all of us shaky, but don't worry. You still see massive pump, very soon. We'll still get there, still see massive pump, don't worry. So just keep grinding, just keep going. All right, so if we don't have any question, we'll be rounding up right now. Our Zoom time is 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time, Mondays and Thursdays. So next tomorrow, yeah, we'll properly take this particular topic. This particular topic is very, very important, because some of you still do not understand how cryptocurrency works. So please join on Thursday. And if you have a new downline, please, I beg, follow up on your downline. Please, follow up on your downline. You cannot be leaving your downline. Stranded. Always message them, always check up on them, please. So please, tell them to make sure they attend the Zoom on Thursday. So we'll see you on Thursday, and good night. So yeah, if you haven't registered or activated your robots, please get back to the person that invited you to this Zoom and get started. You need to get started. All this, get started. That's the most important thing. You can't learn everything until you are inside. Some of you want to understand how the robot works. It's not possible when you don't even have the app yet to begin with. So you need to get started and start learning how to use the robot. Leader George, you wanted to say something?
I was saying good night.
Okay. Good night, everybody. See you on Thursday. Bye.